Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Melissa. I like to be a fly on the wall. I like to buzz through the buzz of the energy on my mind. This reading will be focused on Foodie beauty. Let's just do a quick reading. I don't feel like going too deep. I did a reading a minute ago on them, I feel like, and I don't think the energy has changed that much. So let's just take a quick peek and see what's going on between Chantal and Handsomest Husband. I'm a little curious to ask about Julia, because I feel like the last time I asked about her, I felt that they were going to be taking her back to the vet, and we weren't going to exactly be they weren't going to be transparent about what was going on. And I feel like since then, she said that Julia is wearing the cone of shame for like X amount of days, and let me know in the comments. I feel like definitely something happened. That's not normal for, like, I just don't think that's a normal thing. Okay, so buzz me through this reading, it's a general reading. For entertainment purposes only, everything I'm saying is just allegedly, in my opinion, and for entertainment. But let's ask some questions and see what the cards have to say. So I guess I'll start with Julia. Show me what's going on with Julia, please. Like, what's going on with Julia? So we see the Four of Wands here. This is representing the home, and also like the connection, maybe her connection with her people. If not, it's representing how she views Salah and Chantal as her people in the home. Like, you know, that's all she knows. The Emperor. This has to do with, well, this is Chantal's card, the Aries energy. And it can also represent someone that is like bossy. Whenever I get this card for Chantal, I just see her like sitting, you know, when she's in her chair there, like bossing out and not giving the attention to Julia or the situation that she should be, because she's too concerned with how she might look, or she's trying to like control what people see, okay, about what's going on with Julia. Yeah, this Eight of Cups makes me feel like for sure Julia was taken back to the vet. She may have even went back more than that time that was shared. And here we see it's ending with the Four of Swords, which is my energy that is healing. They've been through something, a battle of the sorts, and they are healing. So I feel like, all right, I'm glad to see this. So I feel like Julia is in a place of physically healing right now, and she's been through something. And yeah, she's definitely been taken back and forth, in and out, probably, from the house to this vet. All right, yeah, and I think Julia feels like Chantal is trying to, or does, control the situation when it comes to not just what's happening to her, but what is shared with us, having to do with her. So I will say, with it ending with that Four of Swords, that Julia is in a place of healing right now. I don't know if she's been showing Julia on camera, but I feel like just that image in that Four of Swords, that Julia might be sleeping a lot. So I don't know if they have her on meds or something. Okay, let's move on and see what's going on with the connection between Chantal and Handsomest Husband, especially since all this, you know, I'm sure you guys are up to date, like the whole low-cow response and whatever, all of that stuff. If there's questions you want me to ask specifically about that, leave it in the comments, I guess, and let me know. I did touch on it in my last reading, I feel like. So, show me what's going on, please. So let's see, though, if we can buzz through the blinds of Chantal's mind. Show me Chantal's current energy, please. Show me what's going on with Chantal. Show me current energy. Alright. 7 of coins, the 6 of wands, the Queen of swords. On the bottom I see a wheel of fortune, the Hierophant, the Queen of cups. This card is like the investment. It's looking at, I feel like this is here because she is trying, in her mind, she's like, I'm going to take what has happened and like build from it what I can. What else can I do? This is the 6 of wands. This is like us being admired, appreciated for our accomplishments. But like, I feel like this is here because for Chantal, she's like, I'm getting attention, whether she might be getting negative attention and she might be getting some support as well. I'm not sure. And then this Queen of Swords, or she might, you know, I don't know, because she's the way Chantal is, any attention is good attention to her, ultimately. But I feel like this Queen of Swords is here because to her, she's like, well, I'm going to protect myself now. And also, just like, I don't know if this is here because even though she said she's not going to, like, rage and such, like, this could be here because there might be a rage coming with it, because this queen, she has her sword up. In some of the decks, she looks different. When her sword is down, I'm like, I don't know. When her sword's up, I'm like, she might be ready to rage. Put on that red lipstick and rage. The Wheel of Fortune is here. So, I feel like Chantal's looking at everything right now, like everything that's happened on the show and everything. Like, she can't control, you know, the people on the locale or who they let on or what they say. Part of her really could be feeling like she's getting attention for this, and it's at the end of the day, the more they talk about her, you know, go ahead, talk about me. Like, I'll use it to my benefit. I'm smart. Because this is an energy, the Queen of Swords, that has clarity and is intelligent. So I don't know if she's just in her own head right now, like, I'm going to play this smart or, you know, utilize this to my favor. But I feel like this is here because of what I just mentioned. You was there, I just said it. And also, she might be feeling like, I need to control myself. Or I don't know if Salah has verbalized this to her when it comes to how she behaves, watching what she says, controlling herself when she feels like, you know, everything else around her is out of control, or like, you know, the people talking about her, she can't control what they say or do. And I'm only feeling that mostly because the Hierophant is here. This represents sometimes the marriage, but also like the relationship between a person sometimes and the higher power, like their, you know, higher power. So I know she's been flapping her gums about that, but she pulls that out of her pocket every so often, and you know, we've seen usually where that goes, not really anywhere. I might ask before I move on to Salah about this, like what she actually feels about the faith, okay? Because I'm feeling heavy, that's why that's there. And it's ending here with this Queen of Cups. So I feel like she's going to, I don't know if she's said this or like she's actually going to try to utilize this in her day-to-day or like as part of her new routine or something, where, you know, instead of raging, maybe praying, trying to control her emotions, because she knows that she's driven by her emotions and she lacks control. So I want to ask, before I move on to Salah, I'm going to leave that Hierophant there. How does, I mean, this also could be here because it's representing the marriage, quote unquote, fake or real, whatever. So, what does Chantal feel about, again, general reading for entertainment purposes only, allegedly in my opinion, but what does Chantal feel about the faith that she's always flapping her gums about? Show me a little bit about that, please. What does Chantal feel deep down within about being a revert, a Muslim? Buzz me through the blinds, please, of this question. Chantal's mind and this energy. Show me why, what does, sorry, not why, what does Chantal feel deep down about the faith? Nine of Sword on the bottom, the Knight of Pentacle, and I see a Three of Sword. Oh, and under that I just think this is interesting, so I'll show it. And underneath that, I see this Ace of Wand, this King of Pentacle, and a Two of Cup. So, before I flip this over and see what's there, the Nine of Sword. So, like, this is the nightmare card. I sometimes say the person in this card, they're feeling like everything, it's a waking nightmare. Sometimes I associate it with, like, sleep apnea, when I, if I'm relating it to someone's health. But it has to do with stress, losing sleep, feeling like overwhelmed. So I would say, like, overall, the faith brings her stress. It stresses her out. It stresses her out. And this Knight of Pentacle, he's really slow. It's a virtuous energy, but, like, they take their time. So I feel like she's always, when she's saying, like, when she brings up how, the sins are forgiven and blah, 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 whatever, it's like she feels like, even though it's stressful, like maybe the rules or like like whatever she's supposed to follow by being part of this faith, or what she, agreed, like, I don't think she really understood. I think that's why this is also here, that she didn't really understand what she was really getting into, because I feel like this is here because it's kind of representing how she is slow, like slow to understand what it really meant to do this. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she really understood what she was getting into. I don't think she really did her research. This is about heartbreak, okay? So I feel like this is here because I think ultimately she did this for a marriage or for a love because of this here. Like, I did it all for the nookie. I did it all. If this was an Anne Boleyn reading, I'd be like, oh, she did it for the fruit roll-up. She did it for the ice cream sandwich. She did it for the wand, okay? She wanted to, she got a grip on that and she didn't want to let it go. Because she wanted to have a handsomest husband. She wanted to have, and also I think someone stable. And I just heard someone to replace the father energy that, she never got to have, or like that protective energy, someone to protect, to offer some sort of stability and future. And also I just saw, like, in my mind's eye, like the couples channel, I feel like, someone to build and to gain with financially is what I just saw or heard. And it's ending there with that Two of Cups, all right? Like the love relationship, all right? Like, yeah. So let's see what came out here. All right, so the Devil's there and the Three of Wands, which for me, this card is about obsession. Sometimes it's attached to toxic behaviors or influences, or we're driven by very materialistic things. So, and then underneath that is the Three of Wands, which for me is the energy that is choosing their path. Like they bought the ticket, they're getting on the boat. Like, she chose this person for reasons that were not of the faith, that really had she chose this faith, I'm trying to say, sorry, not because she has this deep belief or whatever about, you know, the higher power, but because she's driven by ego. To have a handsomest husband, all right, to have a big old wand of her own. And I think the thing also that makes her stay is the ego, or she's balls deep, all right. This person knows too much about her, knows all her dark secrets and dirty things, just like, you know, that's what I just felt. All right, anyway, so all right, I was just curious. I don't know if you guys cared about that. I feel like you guys already probably have your opinions about that, but I was just curious what cards would come out, and that's what came out. Very interesting. If you were interested in the tarot, I think especially flipping over the devil card there. All right, so let's move on to Mr. Handsomest Husband. Mr. Handsomest Husband, let's just see what's going on with his energy overall. I feel like I peeked in on his energy the last reading. I don't feel like much has changed, but let's just see, I guess, what comes out. What is Handsomest Husband feeling about... Oh, sorry about that background noise. I should have... I try to pause it, but I... Alright, that was a garbage truck going by. That's what that was, so... Maybe that was like a sign, well, you know, because I'm doing my reading on Handsomest Husband. Alright, Handsomest Husband, let's peek through the blinds of this Handsomest Husband's mind. Show me what's going on, overall energy with Handsomest Husband. You know, like, what I'm saying. How is he feeling about the connection with Chantal? Oh, okay, that kind of came out in reverse, I feel. Alright, let's clarify that, because that's the Two of Wands. This makes me feel like an ultimatum has been made by Salah. Upright, this is about someone that's at the crossroad, and they're holding the world in their hands. They're seeing before them all their choices. They're making a decision, like, I'm going to take the road to the right, or I'm going to my left. And they know, before they make that step, when they make that choice, it's going to change or determine kind of all the future steps they take, or like may even influence who they are as a person on their journey. Seeing it, so when I see them reverse, I just felt ultimatum. All right, show me a little more. Why is this Two of Nine of Wands, Three of Wands, Queen of Cup, the Two of Swords? So, alright, I feel like, he feels like, this Nine of Wands, this is someone that's, like, already been through a battle, and they don't really want to go through it again. I feel like this has to do with kind of, I just saw in my mind, like, Bella. So I don't know if, like, Bella being on the locale thing, like that panel, I think he has feelings about that, like feeling a little wounded. As a matter of fact, I feel like it even made him like want to hide his face. So I don't know, have we not seen him since that has happened? And have they been doing their couple? I thought we were promised at least 2 couple videos a week on the couple channel, and since I haven't seen crab dooley squat going on there. So okay, and here we have this Three of Wands, the person making the choice. The Queen of Cups is here. I feel like that's representing Chantal being kind of all emotional, or him expressing to her like you know, she needs to like hold some stuff back when it comes to her feelings. Especially this Two of Sword here. This is the person like blindfolding themselves to a truth, something they're not facing within. This Page of Pentacles like can be a new start. I feel like there's definitely been some sort of... What's going on with them? Yeah, alright. I feel like there was definitely some sort of ultimatum or something that Salah presented Miss Chantal's, his mon chéri, like, I feel like he feels like this whole thing opened up old wounds with this being here. And that, you know, I don't think he wanted her to be part of that show. I forget, like, I feel like he definitely knew about it before she went on it. I know she says different, but that's just what I feel. And I feel like he did not want her to go on that show, but she did not listen and did what she felt like she, what she wanted to do. I definitely think she did it feeling like she was going to gain some sort of either seat on that panel or, some sort of financial payoff from doing this. Or it was going to, with this Page of Pentacle being here, it was going to build either something new for her by putting her, on the panel, making her part of something new that would, or just bringing attention to her channel, her existing channel, building something, creating something tangible. But then when we see here the 6 of coin, the 7 of sword, this devil. So like Salah could feel like either what was offered to him or whatever Chantal said she was going to be getting, or this payoff, whatever would pay off by her being part of that, experience, whether it was going to build something new or create a new audience on her channel. Like, girl, you lied. You lied to me, Chantal. I really feel, and I feel like I felt this in the last reading. This is why, too, I haven't done another one, because I feel like I feel similar or the same energy, which is, I feel that Salah has given Chantal some sort of ultimatum, or has, I don't know, put her in a position, backed her in a corner, by either, like saying, give me what I was promised, all right? You gotta make this happen. And anything she tries to hold over his head, I feel like it's been flipped around. That I feel like he has something on her. I don't know if it's just the fear in itself that if they were to break up, he could, do interviews or just talk about her in general, and say whatever he wanted or spin things and, make a profit from that. Or if he has actual, stuff on her, what we would see as juicy dirt in the girl world community. But I definitely feel like he's holding something over her head and has put some sort of ultimatum, like, before her. Something that she can't argue or, like, walk away from. Or she's scared to. Something. Alright, I'm gonna end that. If there's questions I didn't ask that you want me to, leave it in the comments and let me know. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing there about their current energy. I don't see anyone walking away at this time in this connection anyway. And yeah, as usual, Chantal's use of the faith is just, something to cover up or veil or hide these, like, what we got. We saw this, her the past that, she'll never be able to escape. She doesn't realize if she would just embrace it and actually change, then you wouldn't have to worry about lying about the past or, trying to hide from it behind clothing or any other sort of thing. Anyway, all right, love you guys. Like I said, if there's questions on the nest that you want me to, leave it in the comments and let me know. Love you. See you next time.